Hello, and a warm welcome to the Ghatna Chakra book video. Let's begin this journey where we will present every topic in a simple, clear, and exam-oriented manner.
Have you ever stopped to think about how a country, a whole nation, tells its own story? Well, today, we're going to do just that. We're diving into the powerful symbols of India to see how just a few emblems can reveal a really rich and complex identity. So let's start with that big question. How does a nation, especially a place as vast and diverse as India, actually tell its story? How does it define itself, not just to the rest of the world, but to its own people? Well, the answer is all around us, really. It's through symbols. You can think of them like pieces of a giant puzzle. Each one represents a different part of the national identity. So today, we're going to put 3 of these key pieces together and see what kind of picture they make. All right, our first piece of the puzzle is what I like to call the living symbol. This is where a nation looks right to the natural world, to the very earth it stands on, to find something that represents its spirit. So what from nature could possibly stand for a country's endurance, its heritage, its deep, deep roots? You know, there's something really powerful about a living emblem. It connects history to right now in a way you can almost touch. And here it is, the banyan tree. It's officially the national tree of India, and when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. The banyan represents longevity, shelter, and this incredible complex unity. Its roots grow down from the branches to form new trunks, creating this massive interconnected whole, which is just a perfect living metaphor for the nation itself, right? Okay, so a tree grounds a nation's identity in its soil. That's the connection to the land. But what about its ideals, its moral compass? What represents a nation's guiding principles? And that leads us to our second puzzle piece, the guiding words. This is all about the core philosophy, that foundational belief a nation chooses to say, this is who we are, this is what we stand for. Satyameva Jayate. Just listen to that. 3 powerful words. Even before you know what they mean, they have a certain gravity to them, a kind of ancient wisdom, don't they? Now, this isn't some modern slogan somebody came up with. Satyameva Jayate is the national motto of India, and its roots go way back. It's taken from the famous Ashoka pillar, which is located in Sarnath. This creates this amazing link between the modern country and its ancient philosophical past. And the meaning? Truth alone triumphs. Pretty powerful stuff. All right, so we've got a living symbol from nature, the banyan tree, and a philosophical one from deep in history, Satyameva Jayate. But how does a modern government make all of this official? How do you create an official seal, a mark of authority? And that brings us to our third and final piece of this puzzle, the official emblem. This is the symbol you'll see on passports, on currency, on official government letters. It's the mark of the state. And the timing here is absolutely crucial. The state emblem, which is actually that very same lion capital of Ashoka we just talked about, was officially adopted on January 26, 1950. Now, that wasn't a random date. That's Republic Day, the day India's constitution officially came into effect. So by adopting the emblem on that specific day, it became a cornerstone of the brand new republic. Okay, let's put all the pieces together now. We've looked at 3 different symbols, but their real power, their real magic, comes from seeing how they combine to tell a single, coherent story about this nation's identity. So when you lay it all out like this, the picture becomes really clear. You've got a symbol rooted in nature, the banyan tree. You've got one drawn from ancient philosophy, Satyameva Jayate. And then you have a third that represents the modern government, the state emblem. These 3 pillars, nature, philosophy, and government, they connect the land, the ideals, and the state all into one single story. See how each piece reinforces the others? It's not just a random collection of images. Together, they tell India's story. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. Symbols aren't just for huge nations. Every community, every town, even every family has them. So my question for you is, what symbols tell the story of your community? What do they really represent? It's something to think about. Thanks for joining me today.